Kaffe coming up. Det är varmt. Tvungen att börja dagen med lite kaffe. Vet du vad jag ska göra idag?
Nej.
Idag ska jag träna med Dani Dios. Heter han? Han tränar egentligen bara riktiga paddelspelare, men idag ska han göra ett undantag. Så att han gick med på att köra 90 minuter med mig idag. Det ska bli jävligt kul. Jag ska till och med få med mig min gode vän Pontus, följer med och filma. Så åka 9, träningen börjar 10. Ska värma upp ordentligt idag. Kaffe på morgonen alltså. Det är fucking life. Det är livet du. Det är livet du. Nu åker jag och försöker träna lite. Blir förnedrad. Kommer hem och äter avokadomackor sen.
Ja.
Puss. Ja, nu ska vi plocka upp Pontus Kicksmashen Karlsson. Han skriver att han är på väg. Spännande att träna med Dani faktiskt. Hört väldigt mycket gott om honom. Aldrig tränat med honom. Kollat lite på några av hans träningar med Simon och andra riktiga paddelspelare. Så att det blir ju ren välgörenhet för honom. Så får vi la se. Nästan lite nervös. Mitt självförtroende är ju på botten efter min insats i seriematchen i torsdags. Nu kommer Kicksmashen. Pontus Kicksmashen Karlsson. Nu kör vi.
Då. Cameraman.
En gång jajamän. Då är vi på plats. Paddelcenter i Göteborg. 4 riktigt fina banor har de här inne. Det är väl typ det äldsta stället i Göteborg, va? Inte det?
Ja,
tror det. Tror det. Ländryggen uppvärmd. Glömmer att registrera bilen. Hello man!
God!
What's
Jesus
up?
Christ, the 2 people here. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good to meet you.
Yeah, finally.
Live.
Finally.
All good? Yeah?
Not bad.
Yeah?
And you?
Until now.
Until now, hopefully. I like the pain.
Exactly.
How are you?
Very good. Very good. Good to be here in Göteborg. Living the life.
Are you sure?
It's actually good. It's the first time today I see the sun in like a week and a half or something like this.
Yeah.
How's the paddle going?
I mean, not
Seen you
great.
playing. I mean, I was researching a little bit, but I could not see your skills, and I was like, is it a rookie, a pro? Is it?
No. I'm every Thursday I get knocked down. So on Fridays and Saturday I'm usually my self-esteem is quite low.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow I forgot it,
And then it's fine, yeah? That's the addiction of paddle. You
Exactly.
feel like shit, and then you go
for
like,
2 days and then
oh
yeah, it's fun.
Good stuff.
I like to learn and I like to work hard.
Yeah. Don't worry, you're gonna get a lot of that.
Oops. When I was starting to play paddle for real, then I realized I shouldn't play on the backhand. So then I moved to the forehand side, but so I felt like, so I went to Malaga to train with him for a week, just get like, I need to restart, so so then we trained 3 hours a day for a week, mostly defense.
Were you crying? Were you in tears? Yeah, that's normal.
Bend your knees.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only thing he said to me for a week. Bend your knees. That was good. It was really good. Bend your knees. Brinner i röven. This is from Hyperice. It's like a pain trigger ball. You know, you can roll them, but it actually vibrates.
All right.
So like I do this, and then for me I use it a lot here. It's really good.
Soja. Soja.
Lite nervös faktiskt. Han vill ju verkligen köra skiten ur mig. Det är hans mål ju.
What you really want to do on the forehand is easier. Why? Because you're using main muscles. On the backhand it's more difficult because you're using back muscles. So what you really want to do is to strike the ball as early as possible. So you use the energy of the ball coming. Yes. In order to hit the ball as far in front as possible, you need to adjust a little bit more the grip into a backhand grip. So you can hit the ball totally in front. So when you feel that that ball is coming hard, you can strike in front so you can get the ball back with top spin. It's the same. Yeah. We're going to reassure that backhand so you get the feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the good thing is that you play table tennis.
Yeah.
So you should be able to feel familiar with the feeling of the top spin.
Okay.
Yes. Don't be afraid to adjust a little bit the grip on the backhand. Yeah. Just a little bit. The adjustment is tiny. The adjustment is from here to there. Exactly. Yeah. You don't want to make it too extreme because if not, it's going to be impossible to lift it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. For you to take it as a half volley, and I want you to feel how the grip is going to help you. Just a little bit the grip. Exactly.
And to be here.
Exactly. There.
Yeah.
And then from here, this is when you can go up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the ball comes to you. Adjust. Get low, down, and then just touch it in front. You don't need to generate so much power.
Yeah.
You hit the ball too hard. It's not a matter of you weak. It's just that technique is not helping you. That's it in front there. And you might say, Daniel, how the hell do I know how much time do I have? You don't know how much time you have. But if you prepare for the worst, you will always be able to readjust. Yeah. So expect the worst.
Yeah.
Expect somebody who's going to hit. So your technique is adjusted to recede so you can go. Yeah. If then you have time, then you can play maybe chiquita, you can play a lot, but make sure that you're always ready to take it in the worst of the ways. Yeah? That's why your concentration levels need to be higher. Yes? Every time you feel that you have to play double-handed, this is a sign that your grip is not ready and the backswing is too big. So now I want to see lock. So open the grip and feel how you can put backspin. Open it a little bit.
Stekpannan.
El globo. Exactly, so you lock higher. Otherwise, unless you play against my daughter, you have a problem. You play them in kayak high, and it gives you time. Yeah, it gives you the option to cut angles. Defensive volleys, transition volleys, and aggressive volleys. Okay. What is your target when you volley? What is your goal? Maintaining the net.
Yeah, exactly.
Maintaining it. This is your goal. Yeah. And what shot can I use to get the net? The lob or the drop to counter-attack? Because on the backhand it's more difficult to generate the same amount of down force to keep the ball low. And if you have the racket to open as the forehand, what happens is that your ball always has a tendency to go up. Yes? Try to feel that you volley a little bit flat. You will get the slice, but your sensation should be almost like if you're volleying flat. Then you keep it there. Yeah, so ideally on the contact, this is how you want the racket. Okay. The way you're striking is like this.
All right.
So of course, the amount of downforce that you need to generate is insane.
Yeah.
You're forcing yourself to play a very demanding volley. And then what happens when you don't hit it 100%?
Yeah.
So it's bang, yeah, you see him short, bang, and then all the energy that they give him, bang, he pushes hard. So what happens? People play too hard against cover.
Yeah.
And because his technique is adjusted, he says, bring it on, perfect for me. The harder you play, the more I push.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Så gör som Kaje.
Och gör som Kaje. Det är inte svårare så.
Of course not. You need to have this feeling.
Yeah.
Because what you said at the beginning is that I'm weak.
Yeah.
This was the first thing that you said. I'm weak on my backhand and I'm weak on my
Yeah.
backhand volley. And now I'm telling you, you're not. He's not. No, he's like this. And that's why he goes bang, 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 bang.
He looks like he never moves. It's crazy.
He doesn't. Exactly. Start anticipating. What could it be that instead of playing high, I play to you? You step in again. But it's very important that the forehand player has to be. That's why he said, if you know how to play on the forehand, you know how to play everywhere. Because you are the brain.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to protect your weapons.
That's not good. I'm not the brain.
Yet. Yet.
Then we need a couple of days.
Days?
Yeah.
So the first thing is free yourself from the angle.
Yeah.
Either by playing a very good shot or neutral. And then you say, can I get lobbed? What's the back? Stay. Can I get lobbed? No. Then I go. So then when you get here, you get and now you get an impulsive. The best thing that can happen on you is that they rush move. Why? Because unless they're a little bit close, very, very tight, all you need to do is use your replacement smashes.
Very easy.
And they're done. Actually, if you're in a good position and you see that they get very tight to cut the angles, you hit a bullet at their heads. Because you want to force them to stay back. So then is when you're going to show them, all right, and do you know how to defend? Or is your only tactic to lob and go? So you hold a little bit the backhand grip.
Yeah.
Yes? Wrist firm or loose? Semi-loose.
Semi-loose.
Because you're going to speed it up. Attack the ball on the side, yes? And then from here, release from the side.
Yeah.
That's why when you get lobbed, I have to tell you from the very first millisecond till the last where this guy is. That's why you will hear a lot on the Spanish tournaments that the guy says nada, 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 nada. Nothing, 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 nothing. Mira, 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 mira. Yes, because you, especially when there is a high roof and you're looking up to the ball, you don't really track this guy. And his position is connected to your shot selection. If not, you're blind. So if this guy makes different moves, tell this guy, hey, you have to talk to me every time. Is that what we say? It's exactly the same when you get locked, yes? And then your opponent tells you, at the net. It's like, at the net? What do you mean at the net? This is a net. This is a net. This is a net. This is a net.
But saying at the net is better than not saying anything.
True.
I would say. True. But then you go like halfway.
Exactly.
There,
Bog
very
means
close.
a net or tight. Bog means a net or tight. So what do I talk? The progressions as the guy moves in. Bog, 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 meter, meter, net, net, tight, 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 bog, 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 bog. Because he might move in or go back. What do the professionals do very often? They fake the positions and they change on the last second, or they take the net, they play the lob, they go tight, 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 tight. So by being tight, they force them to play the lob and then they back out 1 second, but you told me he was tight, yeah, but then he moved back on the last second.
That's 2.0.
Any question about the 150 things that we've seen?
Where
did the babies come from?
Exactly. No, but really good. I mean,
Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It just obviously needs to have 1,000 repetitions.
Yeah. But it's what you said at the beginning. With this, we want to get feeling.
Feeling, yeah.
Understanding of the game, feeling, corrections on the technique. You see the difference.
That was a big difference. I mean, now I really know how it's supposed to feel on both on the volley and in the backhand. So.
And then, of course, the better you play those shots, the better position you can be, and from the back of the court, and the better you can start anticipating.
Yeah, it actually makes battle more fun when you start to anticipate. It actually does. Because if not, you just hit the ball and then you react. Oh, and then I do this and now I react.
Exactly. Good job.
Thank you so much. I survived.
First time, yeah. Okej, kick igen.
Det var jävligt bra träning, måste jag säga. Sjukt bra. Fan vad man lär sig mycket. Känns som att jag har en hel kokbok i huvudet nu. Ska hem och laga kalops nu.
Långkok.
Långkok, ja. Nej, jävligt kul alltså.
Han är duktig.
Nej, sjukt duktig alltså. Riktigt duktig. Jävligt
Väldigt
skön.
pedagogisk.
Rak. På ett bra sätt liksom. Ärlig och sådär. Man fattar ju att man är på den nivå man är. Och tar det därifrån liksom. Det är lätt att... Jag menar, det spelar ingen roll om du är Gaetano eller om du är Patrik Persson. Det finns mycket att lära ändå. Alltså. Han är jävligt duktig på det. Så att, nej, men det är grymt. Nu vill man ju bara typ kolla på det här och träna mer. Du och jag för fan kör lite på innan. Nu vet jag hur jag ska göra. Liksom.
Hur du ska göra.
Nu är jag lite hungrig. Lite sugen på en avokadomacka. Ikväll blir det en riktigt stökig middag.
Det är du värd.
Ja, det är det. Tack snälla för att du hjälpte till att filma.
Det är lugnt.
Och just det, nu ska vi stretcha. Det är jätteviktigt. Stretcha, återhämta. Superviktigt. Nej, det tar vi inte med.
Nej, det är tråkigt.
Det är tråkigt. Ha en trevlig lördag. Glöm inte likea, subscriba och följ Pontus på Instagram.
Tjoff!